Jalon Kirby was telling us about couple of walkthrough reps that you were taking, being very intentional with your pass rush moves. What is the effort that you put into to improve pass rush?
I feel like getting attention to detail, is just very valuable. Your little walkthrough reps, you emulate those reps, and those can come through a game rep. I mean, I've been practicing that move all week. I practice different moves all week long, and you never know when it's going to hit. In that certain moment, it was very successful.
Yeah, for you, what's been the most difficult part of learning inside linebacker while also still trying to develop as a pass rusher and trying to, I guess, live in both worlds?
Right. In high school, I was naturally an outside backer. I played outside backer in high school, and coming here, transitioning into inside backer, I learn every day. I learn, how to key the run, different coverages and play schemes. I learn in that way, and of course, but on third down, when I rush a passer, I take advantage of that using resources, throughout the whole organization, with tips and help from O-line coaches and help from outside linebacker and just and pass rush and D-line coaches as well. So utilizing my resources is just very beneficial for me.
Jalon, how would you assess the way you played against Florida? What did you like about what you were able to do, and anything you would like to improve going forward?
Right. My mindset against Florida, I had a mission. Our mission was to go out there and dominate and do what we had to do. I had to realize it wasn't just me out there; it was a team thing as well. And then, of course, it goes down to me as well. So my individual assessment of my own play, I felt like I had a pretty successful game. Rushing the passer, just getting after him, doing what I do best, and just trying to keep that consistently.
Georgia, it is 42-4 at home under Kirby Smart since he's been the coach here, and 3 of those losses were in the first year, so you haven't lost at home in a long time. As a player, can you describe what it's like? I mean, is there a feeling of invincibility? Is it the crowd? What is it? And obviously you guys are good players with a good team, but I mean, if you had to put your finger on it, what makes you guys so hard to beat at home?
I say this for all people who live. You don't let a stranger come into your house. You don't let anybody come into your house and unwillingly do what they need to do. You always protect your family and do what you need to do best. And protecting your family is our team, our fan base. Bringing our fan base into that as well. They bring a tremendous atmosphere for opposing people that come in here, and having that atmosphere, feeds off of us as well. That gets us pumped, gets us energized, and just being able to protect our house, is just our key thing to do.
Jalon, Missouri has a quarterback in Brady Cook that gets the ball out of his hands extremely fast. What does it take for you, especially on those third downs, those pass rushing downs, for y'all to disrupt the passer and make a play?
Correct. I feel that coverage and rushing works together. So if the secondary, covers, and if the line rush, get a good get off and things of that sort, just get a good pass rush, I feel like those work hand in hand. Having that time back there, increasing time back there from the secondary, is a tremendous help for our D linemen and our outside backers, and especially for me, just to get back there in a significant amount of time.
So, Jalon, can you talk a little bit about Damon and what he brings to this game as a pass rusher? He's a younger guy. Can you talk about the game he had against Florida and how's that's going to probably build him up for this game against a pass-heavy Missouri?
Right. I've seen Damon grow since he's been here. He's a natural pass rusher as well. And, him getting the opportunity like I did last year to come in as a pass rusher to show what he does best, is a great thing to see. I love him. I love him as an individual person. I love his personality. I love him in the pass rushing game as well. He's so athletic. He's able to rush and do all types of dynamic things, just using speed and power, or just using hands and technique. He's just a great person overall.
Chip asked about the home wins. On the opposite end of the spectrum, is there a different sense of confidence that comes with going on the road and winning a game and proving to folks that you can win away from home, whether it be last year's game against Missouri that y'all clearly drew back on, or the second half comeback against Auburn this year?
Right. It's always a different atmosphere when you go on the road in the SEC. It's very hard to win a game on the road in the SEC, and we don't take that for granted. Our biggest game against Auburn, going in there as in their house, as they want to protect their house. We just have to come in and follow our plan and our mission. Just go in, execute, take care of our business, and get out of there. So.
Yeah, you're someone who's known Malachi for a while. what sort of makes him the person that he is, maybe away from the field? And is there maybe a moment where early on you're like, this guy, there's special athletes out there, but this guy is pretty different?
Right. So me and Malachi were roommates our first year here, and just me seeing him grow as a person and me seeing him do what he does on a day-to-day basis, it's very interesting. He's just a very down-to-detail type person. He's always asking questions, always wanting to know why. And I feel that it's very important to ask why, in this game of football. And it's very important to understand those details because the game is down to details. And I feel like he does a great job preparing his mindset, preparing for the game, preparing for the whole situation that he's going through right now. He's a great person overall, and I'd love to have him call him my brother. So,
Is he a good roommate?
great roommate. We live off campus now, but that time being, he was a great roommate to me.
The first college football rankings come out later, just a few minutes actually. Did you know that? Will you watch that, or are y'all strictly forbidden to even look at it? From the coaches.
I had no idea that was coming out tonight, but our goal is to play Missouri. Prepare for the rest of the week for Missouri. That's of course a significant part of our future, but our main goal is Missouri, and the next week after that, taking care of business week through week. Not jumping forward and focusing on the future as much.
Jalon, when you look at your individual game, where do you feel like you've come the farthest this year, and what areas do you want to improve on? What's up?
Right. I feel like I've built on my confidence. That confidence getting out there. At last year, having the chance to play as a freshman built my confidence up. Now coming from that confidence coming into my sophomore year is very beneficial for me. To know what the game is like. How fast the game's going to move and know what to expect. And of course, I love to improve. My role. Just an inside backer as well. I know there's Smile and Pop right in front of me, but those are tremendous players, and me watching them grow as players themselves, and it helps me. With those guys as great leaders as they are, and me watching them, is very beneficial for a linebacker play as well. So.
Hey, Jalon, you talked about attention to detail. So when you watch Missouri on tape, what jersey numbers stand out to you watching their film, and what challenges do they present?
Right. Their whole offense is very explosive. I focus on the offensive side of the ball if I'm watching film, but their offense is a special explosive offense. So we're going to have to take every detail that we do in our walkthroughs to practice reps to the game rep very seriously. Just to take care of business and execute well.
Talked about your play in game, and I'm curious about between you guys and Ingram Dawkins and Marvin Jones. A lot of guys had some big contributions this week. How did that feel as a defense to have so many different guys? This kind of games.
It brings energy to us. Seeing our brother eat, is a great feeling. I love to see Ty with his first game back with a strip sack. It was the same energy that I had when I had a strip sack. It's crazy to other people to see that there's so many spotlights and individuals shining, but we don't really see that. We see each other as one. With Marvin with his tackle for loss, with Smile with his tackle for loss, we all celebrate the same way they would celebrate for us.
You had a punt block last year. Y'all blocked a punt this past week. I'm not sure what special teams you're on now, but what do you think about the emphasis that gets put on that aspect of the game?
Special teams is important here at the University of Georgia. That's where our young guys shine, and of course that's where our veteran guys play. Who started on those teams. Of course when they were younger as well. And them carrying on, carrying and putting their emphasis on special teams is a big game changer for the game. Punting, for field possession and that sort. PBR, being able to block a punt, is a takeaway and a switch of possession. And, kickoff and kick return, that's just a way to start the game off fast. So.
Let's take two more questions. Or one. All right, thank you.